Hi Scorpio, welcome to your July 2023 energy reading. My name is Kimberly from the Path Illuminated. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support. If you are new here, welcome. This is still a relatively new channel. I launched it in April of this year. I've been mostly doing monthly energy readings, although I've done, I think in June I did a bonus reading. So definitely will continue to do the monthly energy readings, and we'll see how time allows me to provide additional readings. I do have other responsibilities, but I do what I can. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. As I mentioned, this will be a July 2023 energy reading for the Scorpio collective. So it is a general reading, which means the messages may resonate for you. They may not. If they do resonate, please like and subscribe. If the messages don't resonate, this just may not be your reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. We are in Cancer season. It is June 29th as I'm recording this, and I'm very excited because yesterday my website launched. Yay! After many months of collaboration with my designer, it's finally up and running, and I am taking new clients and personal readings. So if you're interested, I will leave the information and the link for my website below. I've got a few different options for some pre-recorded tarot readings or a live one-on-one session, depending on what you're looking for. I hope Cancer season is treating you well. In the Northern Hemisphere, we are in summertime. We have a super full moon in Capricorn coming up on Monday, July 3rd, which I don't know about you, but I can't believe that it's almost July already and that we're through the first half of the year. It's flying, and this year's been crazy. So I hope you are taking care of yourself, Scorpio. Actually, I think yesterday and today the moon's in Scorpio as well. I'm not an astrologer, but I do follow astrology. We also have Pluto in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Neptune in retrograde, and then Venus goes into retrograde, I think July 22nd. So, you know, the energies are very challenging. A lot of us are closing out big cycles in our life, reconsidering, our values, how we're living our life, whether or not, what we're doing and how we're spending our time and energy, the people that we're connected to are aligned. And I think everybody's dealing with a lot of chaos right now. So, I hope you're taking care of yourself. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to pull 5 cards for the overall energy for July, Scorpio, and then I will pull clarifying cards, and then we'll close it out with an oracle card. Thank you, angel spirits and guides. Please help me to provide a clear and accurate message for the Scorpio collective for July 2023. What messages, advice, insights, feedback do you have for the Scorpio collective? And something I always like to remind you of is that you know your life and your situation better than anyone else. So always trust your own judgment and understand you have free will. So energy is fluid and things are constantly changing. And if something comes out in the reading that you're not really happy with, understand you can always change your perspective. You can change how you engage with situations, and you can change how you deal with people. These things are not set in stone. The messages are here to provide you with a mirror, with a perspective, with some feedback, with some advice to help you determine the best way for you as an individual to move forward on your path and the situations that you are dealing with. Thank you, angel spirits and guides. What messages do you have for Scorpio? Thank you, Spirit. I'll also mention, just because I don't know if it'll come out, but YouTube has been censoring a lot of creators for ridiculous reasons. And one of those happens to be that they're censoring readers if their cards have nude people, even though this is like artwork. And there's absolutely nothing taboo or offensive or lewd about the human body, especially not when it's an artistic rendering. But I know some other readers who've been dinged and for that, so I took it upon myself to put on what one of my readers, Jessica from High Priestess Healing Tarot, bikinis, fake bikinis, it's like the most hilarious term, on some of the images that appear to be naked bodies. So it's hard out here sometimes for creators, the things that we get dinged for, but I digress. All right, let's get on with your reading. Why is the Five of Swords here, Spirit? Why is the Five of Swords here for Scorpio? Okay. Why is the Two of Pentacles here, Spirit? Why is Justice here? Why is the Two of Swords here, Spirit? Why is the Emperor in reverse? And I'll sit with the cards. I might pull some additional, just to go a little bit deeper. But let's sit with the additional cards here. So, July, Scorpio. There appears to be some conflict going on. You may have to cut some people off. You might have to hurt some feelings. You might have to stand up for yourself. And you just might have to deal with the fact that a lot of times individuals are not going to be happy when you choose yourself. You choose your peace. And there's really no way to avoid conflict with others unless you're willing to create the conflict with yourself. So I think that you're really working towards choosing yourself in the month of July, Scorpio, which I love to see. You are going to be coming out of confusion about what's possible for you. Obviously, there's a ton of different interpretations for every card, but I see this as you are deciding that you're done with the BS. You are done compromising yourself. You're done compromising your values. You're done with putting other people's feelings before your own, because all it does is cause you turmoil and conflict and anxiety and all the rest. And there may have been a period of confusion about how you want to move forward and what you want to do and the choices that you want to make. But I think as soon as you start choosing yourself, Scorpio, as soon as you start cutting off people that cause you inner conflict, as soon as you start cutting off people that expect you to abandon yourself and to deprioritize yourself for them and for their comfort, as soon as you start choosing yourself despite what the consequences are, you're going to stop feeling confused about how to move forward with your life. Now, you definitely may be struggling in July with feeling a bit insecure about your choices. And, you know, this is Pentacle energy. So like something that has been coming through with a lot of the messages that I've been pulling this week, you know, in the global economy in general, there is chaos financially. So I think a lot of us are struggling with our money wounds, and we do have this Pluto retrograde in Capricorn right now, which like is causing a lot of chaos in the financial markets around the globe and is really triggering our money wounds, our lack mentality, our focus on holding on to all of the things that, you know, we feel that we need. And so you might be feeling a bit unbalanced in July, and that's totally normal. The universe is going to provide you the strength. This is a card of Leo. Reach deep down into your heart, Scorpio. Scorpios are some of the hardest working, loyal friends that I've ever had. One of my best friends is Scorpio, and they have big hearts. And unfortunately, like a lot of us with big hearts, Scorpio, there can be individuals and people in our lives that want to take advantage of that. I want you, Scorpio, in July to remind yourself of all of the hard things that you've done in the past, all of the difficult decisions, all of the people you've had to walk away from that you loved, all of the financial situations, right, in the past that you've had where you weren't sure how you were going to pay that bill or pay the rent or get your car payment and it worked out. When you are working through these insecurities and these feelings inside of you that make you feel afraid to choose yourself because, oh my God, like, what are people going to think? And if I walk away from this job, am I going to have the money for it? Like, remember all of the times where you were insecure and you didn't know how you were going to do it, and you did it, and spirit came through for you and spirit provided for you. Understand that your heart is your strength, and it's the strength provided for you. You need to stop giving your strength to other people and use it for yourself to get you through this transitionary period. Justice. This is a card of Libra. Right? You see the scales here that are balancing. You have an opportunity to come into balance during the month of July and to stand up for what is right for you, Scorpio. You know, this is about being clear in your mind, in your thoughts, in your intellect, being balanced with your emotions and your perceptions, right? And saying no to offers that are not good enough for you, right? Like, even if the Page of Cups was upright, understand that, you know, this can be an offer of love, affection, but it is a small offer, right? There's a little teeny tiny fish in there, but it's in reverse. So any person that's trying to approach you without actually respecting who you are and coming at you with what you truly deserve, it's time for you to cut that off. It's time for you to say, thanks, but no thanks. I know who I am. I know my strength. I know what options I have. And now that I've started to cut off the leeches, the energy vampires, even though I might feel like a bit unstable and insecure because, like, oh my goodness, I'm choosing myself. I'm choosing my own happiness. Once you start to do that, it's going to become easier because you're going to start to really feel into your power in the month of July, Scorpio, to walk away from offers and situations that are not emotionally fulfilling and are not what you deserve. It's okay to want more, Scorpio. You are going to have to rely on your intuition, right, in order to make these choices. Nothing is going to be very, very clear, especially with all of these retrogrades, and in particular Neptune in retrograde. Things are not going to be very clear. You are a highly intuitive sign, Scorpio, and I know, like many of us who are intuitive and empaths, we have been taught that we cannot trust our own intuition. But again, kind of like I was talking about with the Strength card, Scorpio, about all of the hard situations you've been through that you've gotten through when you didn't think you could. I want you to think about all of the times, Scorpio, when you didn't listen to your intuition. When you knew that you should cut somebody off, you should walk away from a situation, and because of your conditioning and your people pleasing and your codependency, which all of us struggle with, you denied yourself, you suppressed your intuition, you did not listen to your instincts, and you stayed in situations that actually hurt you in the end. So you don't need to know everything that's going to happen. What you need to do is to trust your intuition. The universe is going to help you to remember your own power. This is about no longer focusing on people, places, and situations that have not worked out, that are emotionally unfulfilling, that are leaving you feeling empty, right? You can see this person when it's upright, the Five of Cups, that this person is focusing on these 3 cups that are spilled over. This person is downtrodden, they're sad, and they're completely ignoring these 2 cups that are behind them, that are being provided for them because they are so fixated on what did not work out. You're going to be given an opportunity to come out of this. Whatever has not worked out, Scorpio, whatever is not working, let it go. Let it go. We have this full moon in Capricorn on Monday. Let it go. Whatever's going to fall is going to fall. It's not your job to worry about situations and people and things that are not going to work out. You don't need to be the only person that is working on these things, that is trying to force things to work. If it's not working, let it go. It's time for you to stop believing that you have to have everything figured out and you need to be like, so, and again, I'm an intuitive reader, so I'm going to read what I pick up. The Emperor, right, is in his power and his authority. He's the King of Kings. In reverse, for me, given this reading that I'm doing, you may feel like if you don't have it all figured out, if you don't have a blueprint, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have the next job lined up, if you don't know what you're going to do next, if you decide to walk away from this relationship, this friendship, this job, oh my goodness, how are people going to look at me? People are going to question what I'm doing. They're so used to me always showing up for them. They're so used to me always getting the job done immediately, right? Because I'm the emperor, they can rely on me. And if I choose myself, if I walk away from this job, if I walk away from this seemingly financially stable situation, if I'm not fixated on controlling and making sure everything is perfect, how are people going to look at me? They're going to question me. And so there might be a bit of a challenge in the sense of, this is the Four of Cups, looking at these situations that are not working out and missing an opportunity that the universe has for you. I'm going to pull some additional cards. Let's go a little bit deeper. Spirit, why is the Five of Swords and the Seven of Cups in reverse here for Scorpio? Why is the Two of Pentacles in reverse and Strength here for Scorpio, Spirit? Oh, well, I'm going to take it. Why is Justice and the Page of Cups in reverse here, Spirit? Why is Justice and the Page of Cups? Why is the Two of Swords and the Five of Cups in reverse here? Too many cards. Just one card, Spirit. One or two is totally fine. Okay. And then the Emperor in reverse and the Four of Cups. Okay. You're going to be working through walking away from situations that are emotionally unfulfilling, whether it's work or romantic relationships or friendships. You're going to have to cut those people off, Scorpio. I don't know what else to tell you. It's time for you to stand your ground. It's time for you to stand up for yourself. You may not want the conflict, but like I said at the top, if you are prioritizing the feelings and the needs of other people and avoiding conflict with other people, you're going to create conflict within yourself. So you need to decide, do you want to fight with yourself, Scorpio, or would you rather cut off other people who cause you inner conflict? The full moon is going to bring you clarity on who you are and what you need to do. And you are going to be surrounded by friends that love you, that celebrate you, and the people who are meant to be in your life, Scorpio, they're going to champion you when you choose yourself and when you choose your happiness. And I believe that this full moon in Scorpio is going to give you the power and the strength to walk away from those situations that you've really been struggling with, and that deep down you know it's time to go, it's time to move on. But you've been struggling. And when you make that choice and when you choose yourself, the people that truly love you and are meant to be in your life, Scorpio, they're going to celebrate with you. They're not going to make you feel bad about choosing yourself. If you can learn to trust your intuition and take the steps you need to take, and to finally walk away from situations that have not worked out and are not emotionally fulfilling, Spirit is going to provide you with a new opportunity for love. Now, whether this is love with yourself or with another person, that's not something I know. But there is an opportunity for fulfillment, emotional connection, either with yourself and Spirit or with another person. And it's going to come as a result of you trusting Spirit, trusting your instincts, and deciding to no longer focus on the things that are not working out. Now, the Emperor in reverse and the Four of Cups are clarified by the Death in reverse. You're definitely struggling with letting something die that needs to die. Death is not a negative card. It's a, closing time is the song I keep referencing. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. If you want something you've never had, Scorpio, you have to do something you've never done. I know it's a struggle to walk away from people you care about, even if you know deep down that they're unhealthy and unaligned and they cause you inner conflict and, you know, they trigger you and they're manipulative and you tell yourself, oh, but, and again, death is a card of Scorpio and you probably know this, all right? And you're struggling with it. And I think you're probably struggling with walking away from a job that is no longer fulfilling and you're worried about how people are going to look at you. You need to choose yourself, Scorpio, and you need to let the things that are meant to die, die. You need to choose yourself. You need to choose your happiness. It's not easy. This is not easy at all. Okay? So be patient and love yourself through it. But if you can at least admit these things to yourself, Scorpio, right? If you can admit like, oh man, like, yeah, I do prioritize other people's feelings over my own. And then I'm resentful and I'm tired of doing that. And reminding yourself the people that love me, they are always supportive of me when I choose myself and my own happiness. I'm tired of fighting with myself. I'm tired of feeling insecure. I know who I am and that I have the capacity to balance things out in my life. Even if I'm not sure what's next, I know the universe has a wonderful, beautiful offer for me. And I'm tired of focusing on the things that are not working. But I'm worried about how people are going to look at me and like, but why am I focusing on this? It's so hard to let it go, right? You're going to be struggling through that. But the first step, Scorpio, is to be honest with yourself about it and to love yourself through those struggles and those blockages and the resistance. That's how you get through it. I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio, but I'm going to close it out with an oracle card from the Soft Cosmic Concepts Oracle deck. Like I mentioned, I will drop the link for my website below. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can go there and all the information will be available. If the messages are resonating, please like and subscribe and share. Turn on your notifications so you know when I'm posting my readings. Thank you, Spirit. What closing advice and message do you have for Scorpio for July? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, spirits and guides. What message do you have for Scorpio? What advice? What support? What inspiration? Card does not want to come out. Oh, there we go. Play. Pull this from the book. Give yourself permission to have fun. Raise your vibration by simply experiencing the joys of life. Inquiry. What activities bring me joy? If you pulled this card, you are being reminded to get out and do something that you genuinely enjoy. We often get caught up in our work and responsibilities or become obsessed with reaching for whatever is waiting for us at the end of our career, project, etc. But what if we reach that end and don't feel any different? Don't have any regrets because you are all work and no play, Scorpio. This is a reminder to have fun along the way and revel in the experiences that fill your heart with joy. These are the things that make you feel alive. Play is what's going to help you get through this very challenging situation, process, integration in your life. Even though there may be difficult things happening in the month of July, difficult emotions, realizations, make sure that you are getting out into the sun, hanging out with people who love you, with friends that are good for your soul, and never forget what makes you happy, and never forget what it is that you need in order to be fulfilled in your life. Take care of your inner child. Make sure you find some joy during the month of July, Scorpio. I hope these messages resonated for you, Scorpio, and I will see you next time. Bye.